Now let's get the 11 o'clock advisory on Hurricane Florence. Chief Meteorologist Craig Setzer has it for us. Craig?
Elliot, much to maybe nobody's surprise, the storm continues to weaken, but now it is Category 1, and I think what we'll see here by tomorrow morning is how ferocious a Category 1 can still be, despite the fact that the scale goes from 1 to 5, and you'd think 1, well, that's not bad. I think we're going to see some pretty good reports here of some pretty ferocious winds, serious winds, and storm surge flooding as we go through the night tonight and tomorrow. 60 miles to the east-southeast of Wilmington, North Carolina as of 11 o'clock. Winds now down to 90 miles an hour. Pressure is still steady, though, so it's a big storm. It's an indication with the winds coming down and the pressure holding steady that it's a big storm moving to the northwest at 6. Here's the future track and forecast now to continue just to meander slowly to the west and then eventually a little bit southwest. And by Saturday morning at this position, by Saturday evening at this position into South Carolina. And then after that, it finally gets farther to the west. But it's going to be a big rainmaker throughout this course as the winds slowly die down from a tropical depression to just a remnant low taking on off. Here's the radar tonight. And you can see, if you picture this as a big pinwheel here, a big paddle wheel, it is pouring the water and the wind into Pamlico Sound here, coming in through the Outer Banks there, and will really fill up the back bays there. Also, storm surge flooding is going to be a problem right on the coast. And if you look carefully, you can kind of see it's wobbling its way now to the northwest, getting closer and closer to Wilmington. Some wind gusts, as we've been seeing them through the evening, have been well into the above 70-mile-an-hour range. There was one wind gust here of 112, a little suspicious from that buoy there, and the bigger picture showing that wind gusts up to 50, 60 miles an hour extend well away from the storm center. Here's the winds on the land, and there's a 86-mile-an-hour wind gust that just showed up there on the southeast coast, and even some Outer Banks wind gust above 60 miles an hour. So the hurricane warnings remain in effect, the storm surge warnings remain in effect, and the flash flood watches and now flash flood warnings in effect. Going to be a long night, going to be a long day tomorrow, and then as you can see, the heavy rain forecast to move inland 15 to 30 inches, and maybe even some isolated heavier amounts. Going to be a big flash flood situation. This is going to be kind of a slow evolving disaster here because of the slow motion of the storm. Isaac, barely a tropical storm, forecast to become a tropical depression, will be tracked through the Caribbean, and it'll be weakening as it gets farther to the west. And the moisture, as far as we're concerned, we've got it out there. We'll see some thunderstorms through the weekend. I've got details on that coming up.
All right, Craig, thanks a lot. We'll have another live report from Ted Scouten in North Carolina in about 15 minutes. And don't forget, you can always track the hurricane in real time at cbsmiami.com/tropics.